What's going on, everybody? So there is progress being made on this truck, but I'm not going to show y'all. Today's actually Friday. We're about to head out of town, and as you can see, the bumper is not completed, so I'm going to hold up on doing that. Y'all are going to come on a trip with me. I know this isn't what we do here. Y'all signed up for building hot rods and stuff like that, but hey, everybody's got a state where they're from. Everybody's got stuff that they do where they're from. I'm from Texas. What we do in Texas, we go float the river. So we got everything hooked up. I'm gonna go through a quick little pre-check. Oil is changed in this truck. I polished the wheels and tires, made sure they have all got good air pressure and everything. You know, if you're going to be driving down the road with a matching trailer and truck and everything, you want to have your wheels clean. So we're gonna go over the last little pre-check. A couple of last little things to wrap up on this as we go to leave. I did purchase a rear backup camera right after we got it, because I was pulling it with our Navigator originally, and I was like, man, this is too much trailer for that. But I own it, so I'm gonna get this mounted up there. There is a factory location for a camera, but this is a magnetic one, so I've got a base and then I just pull it off whenever I get where I'm going. But it's Wi-Fi connected and all that stuff, so I'm gonna get this mounted up here on the back of the camper. I believe just check tire pressures and all that stuff. I've already got the hitch hooked up, the big load leveling hitch, and the anti-sway and all that stuff's all connected, so we're all ready to go there. Let me just double check. We are closed on propane. You do not want to drive down the road with those on, but I'll have to pick that up. Oh, we still got propane. All right, cool. All right, that's what I need to check. I need to make sure we still had propane in it. I'm gonna get out here and slap a level on the back of the bed. I think the truck's sitting down a little bit, and I do have airbags, so we can level the truck out. I have a gauge right there in my bed. I don't know why. I'm not the one who installed that big giant gauge, but it used to be mounted up on the headache rack, and it's now mounted down here on the inside of the bed. But I'll probably have to put a little bit of air in this, because you see we're sitting at about 25. I think I put it at 50 last time, but I really don't think we need 50. But I'm gonna set a level up here on the bedside. We're just gonna air it up till it gets what it needs. For those of you that don't know what helper bags are or how they work, they've been around for a long time now. Their goal is to help take a little bit of the weight off the suspension of the vehicle. Which, yes, you're still keeping that weight on the tires, but you're just taking a little bit of extra weight off of the actual travel of the suspension. So you're not sitting around maxed out on your suspension. Obviously, this 1-ton dually has plenty of suspension travel and everything for this truck. But I'm gonna show you, I'll give you all a quick demonstration of how much helper bags help. And not only that, I have a 3-inch level in the front of this truck, which actually, whenever it has no load or no helper bags or anything, no air in the bags, it actually kind of sits with about a 1/2-inch rake in the front. So as you can see right now, if you look at the body line right there to the top of the tire and the body line right there to the top of the tire, the truck is definitely sitting like this. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna measure. I'll show y'all. Right there, our level is showing to be out of level. It's favoring the front. Obviously, we know that. But I'm gonna pick a spot, and I can't just do in front of the wheel because the wheels stick out so much. So I'm gonna try to find a spot here I'll tell you what, we're gonna measure that spot right there. And we're at 31 inches. So 31 inches. Now I'm gonna take and put, there's a Schrader valve stem right back here at the back of the truck. I'm just gonna use air, and I'm gonna air that up, and I'm gonna keep an eye on my gauge up there. I actually let all the air out of the bag so that way I can show you all this demonstration. But I'm gonna air it up until I see that level right there level out. Once I see that level out, then we'll measure that just to show you all the demonstration. Once I see that level out, I'm gonna be good with it. I'm gonna leave it there. So I'll air the bags up right now. Show you all what it does. See if y'all see it in the camera, the truck pick up. So there you go. You saw me go over there and measure actually this body line here, and then at the front of the truck, at the front fender, this body line tapers down, but right here it's still the same height. So I measured from here to there, and I got 52 inches and 52 inches, and that has the truck level. So let's check our measurement here just to see how much we brought it up. 33.5. So we brought it up 3.5 inches in the rear by putting air in the back, which gives us 3.5 inches more suspension travel in the rear going down the road. Okay, so I have this leveler in here on the wall. It's called Flat Earth, and it gives me an app on my phone where I can level the camper out and make sure that it's level whenever I get to a campground. But I do believe that it has a setting on it for towing. And I believe that was the first time I found out about it, that you actually want the nose of a camper to be a little bit low whenever you're traveling. So right now we're pretty much level on the camper. So I'm gonna look at that again because it gives me a setting on where it wants it to be. Once I calibrated the camper out to level, it also gave me a calibration for, or it gave me a set number for the camper to be level for towing. It's quote unquote level for towing. So I believe it was saying it needed to be nose down a little bit. So if that's the case, I need to reset my hitch. So I just turned that on. I do all my recording and everything on my phone. I don't know if I've ever said that on here before, but I do everything on my phone. So right now I need my phone to use the app on that and check on it real quick and make sure that that's how it wants to be for towing. Once I check that real quick and we see that we're good, then, or if not, then I need to reset my hitch. So if that's the case, we'll all go down that road together and we're gonna reset this hitch. If not, on to the next thing. From what I found in the app, it says it's fine. From what I found online, it says it's fine. I know whenever I post this, people are gonna tell me how stupid I am if I don't change it or if I do change it. So y'all just tell me in the comments on how wrong I am. So I guess next time we'll have it right, because this time I'm gonna leave everything level, 100% level all the way through. So y'all can tell me next time how wrong I was to tow it flat. I'm used to towing car trailers and goosenecks for work and metal hauling trailers and stuff like that for work. I'm not used to hauling campers. This is my first one I've ever had. This is the first one I've ever dealt with. So I'm learning. It's definitely different. I enjoy it, but now our next thing we're gonna tackle is this unmatching window. So I need to get a ladder out here so we can zip this whole thing up. So for all you kids out there that say, I'm never gonna get old, I'm never gonna get tired of hearing turbo sounds and all that stuff, you get old. You get old. I'm only 28 and I'm getting old. Whenever I About 2 years ago, the turbo went out in this truck. So I did some research. It's a little bit over factory upgraded, polished housing and everything, turbo. And it's got a billet impeller wheel. That on a 5-hour road trip, I'm about ready to get out of the truck. I know my dad's gonna watch this. I know it. And he's gonna tell me one day, I was right, wasn't I? Well, shut up. How about you watch this and then we just don't talk about it. All right? So I love it. It does give more power than factory. So that's nice. But as for, you know, you hear it and you're like, oh man, I love it. On a 5-hour road trip, I'm sick of it. So I'm not gonna replace it. I mean, I'm living with my decision. But I wouldn't be mad if I put earplugs in. we didn't do a whole lot of videoing and everything on this trip. Spent more of it just trying to actually enjoy ourselves. Right now I'm walking back up the hill to the truck down there from the river, but it's actually Monday morning and we're getting ready to leave right now, head back to Houston, which you're gonna see video is gonna be a little bit late, but the reason why is because today I normally post, and today is Memorial Day weekend, and I plan on getting this edited and posted today. So appreciate y'all watching. I'm a little worn out from going up and down that hill, but appreciate y'all watching. We'll get a little bit of the road on the way back home, a little bit of the pretty sightseeing and everything, and show you the drive back from Concan to Houston, Texas. Well, we just made it home. Just got the truck and trailer disconnected from each other, and we ended up sitting dead stopped on I-10 for about 2 hours because there was an accident. So we ended up not really getting much filming done because everybody's worried about where are we gonna go to use the restroom and what we gotta do next, and I'm hungry and let's get out of here. So we didn't get that, but we made it home. We made it home safe, and the sun's still out. So I'm gonna go home, get this thing edited, get this together, and get this out for y'all today. So be looking for it. Appreciate y'all watching. Once again, we're getting back into the hot rod stuff next week. Unfortunately, we didn't get it done because we weren't done making decisions on exactly how it was gonna look, and it was either push it and have it a halfway video or just bring y'all along while we do a little vacation. So I'd rather bring y'all along a little vacation and get y'all a better hot rod video whenever it comes hot rod time. So appreciate y'all watching. See y'all next week.